Hello, it's Anne. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about striking colors and especially Effetre striking colors. So I'm going to talk about the standard colors. I have here the Effetre catalog. So I'm going to talk about the transparent colors, the opaque standard colors, and these are the special colors, which are mostly yellows, oranges, and pinks, opaque, except for the Rubino Oro, which is transparent. Okay, and I'm not going to talk about the Alabastro, and the Opalino will be in the next video. So what is a striking color? So you've noticed that sometimes you order a color. For example, here you order the red, you see Rosso, which has a stock number of 76 at the end, and you receive either this or something else, because it doesn't matter. The rod itself can be any color, it doesn't actually matter, but it's not the color you want. The color you want is the color which is at the tip here once the rod has been heated. So to give you a very brief explanation of what a striking color is, it's a color which is made with a metal oxide, which gives it an instability. So it can exist in two different states, and these two states give different colors. And it's a question of spin orientation in the molecules, so it's a little bit technical, and I'm not going to go into that. But just know that the actual rod color doesn't have any influence on the struck color. Okay, so whether your rod looks like this one here, which is almost opaque, and this one, or this one, which is really transparent yellow, it doesn't really matter. What matters is the final color that you will want to give it, which here is the red. Okay, so in the catalog, in the transparent colors, here the striking colors are these three here. The yellow 69, so that's the yellow, the orange 72, and the red 76. Okay, this is for the standard colors. And to strike them, what you need to understand is how the colors react to the flame. So when you work on shaping your bead, you're going to hit the glass until it's molten, and when it is molten, it always has the unstruck color. Okay, so every time you get that glass to the molten state, you will get rid of the red, which is the color you want. But it doesn't matter, because the striking should be the last step before you put the glass in the kiln. Okay, so while you know that you're going to reheat the glass to a molten state, you won't worry about the color. It's only when you know that you are not going to change the shape of your bead anymore that you're going to try and strike the glass by letting it cool and then reflashing it very quickly in the flame and watching the color develop. Okay, I have another video which I will link under this video, which I did a while ago on Opalino pink glass, or I think it was pink, standard pink, well, or both, and explaining how to strike it, and this is true for other colors as well. Okay, so this is red, and you can see the two patches that I got have unstruck colors which are very different, but it doesn't really matter. This here is the orange, so you see that the unstruck red and orange rods can be very similar, so you really have to strike them to make sure that you know which colors they are. So when I receive a bunch of glass, I usually select one rod per striking color and heat it briefly in the flame, so that, and put it back in the pack, so that I know which color it is. And here you have the yellow, so you can see very clearly here the difference between the struck part and the unstruck part. And here I've just put some light amber as a reference. You can see here that no striking occurred, and this here is this color, so the 008. Okay, So the next color which will strike is this one, and this is an opaque color, and this is pink, and other opaques tend to strike, but they strike so easily that you don't really realize it, and so it doesn't matter, obviously. Pink is the one I made the other video about, and so I'm not going to repeat it here, so go watch the other video and you'll learn everything about the opaque pink. So the next color to consider here is the Rubino Oro here, which is a 456 stock number, and which we usually use for hot pink or fuchsia pink colors, okay? And this is a difficult color to work with. I'm going to do a separate video on the intricacies of working with Rubino. Now I'm just going to talk about its striking aspect. So usually when the rod arrives, it is either this raspberry pink color or a lighter pink, a transparent pink. But there is, I've once received one batch which was this almost amber color here, and this is a rod of real amber. Well, amber, not the stone, but the color here from the catalog. So amber would be the topaz here, and you can see that they're very difficult to distinguish unstruck. Okay, and actually even when they've been heated, it's still a little bit difficult to see. You can see here, I hope you can see here, that the amber it hasn't really changed color at all, and the Rubino has started striking towards the raspberry color, which we see here. Okay, they're really easy to confuse, and some of my students have had bad surprises when working with this color because they thought that it would be amber and it wasn't. Okay, so this is an example of a bead made with Rubino, which has been struck so that the color is really dark pink, transparent pink. Okay, so for the standard colors, the standard Effetre colors, excluding Alabastro and Opalino, it's about all the colors which actually strike, or which strike in a way which necessitates, sorry, that's hard to say, you to know about it. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe before you go, and if you have your own handmade bead store, or if you want to start one, don't hesitate to check below this video for the link to the free trainings by my own business coach, Renee Christine. Very interesting and very useful, I assure you. See you later. Au revoir.